Let me ask you something personal, and I want you to be honest with yourself. When was the last time you had a full night of sleep, start to finish, without waking up even once to go to the bathroom? No bathroom light, no cold floor under your feet, no sighing as you try to fall back asleep again. Do you even remember what that feels like? Because for millions of people over 70, sleep has become something we chase, not something we enjoy. And if you're watching this video right now, chances are you're tired. Not just tired from the day, but tired of waking up again and again, every single night. You go to bed at 10:30, then 12:45, you're up. 3:20, you're up again. By 5 a.m., you're staring at the ceiling, defeated, another night gone, and let me guess. You've been told it's just part of aging, right? It's normal. Get used to it. Everyone your age goes through this. Well, let me tell you something that might shock you. That's a lie. Just because it's common doesn't mean it's normal. And it sure as heck doesn't mean it's harmless. Because here's the truth that too many doctors whisper, but not enough say out loud. Waking up multiple times a night to urinate is one of the first signs that something deeper is going wrong inside your body. It could be your kidneys, your bladder, your blood sugar, or your nervous system struggling to communicate properly. But most people just write it off until it's too late. And that's why I have to say this loud and clear. 1 spoon before bed, that's all it takes. Just one natural, safe, gentle spoonful. And for many seniors, it's the difference between waking up 5 times or sleeping through the entire night, peacefully, like you haven't in years. Sounds dramatic? It's not. It's what's actually happening for people who found this early. People just like you. People who were once exhausted, irritated, and scared. And now, they wake up rested, calm, balanced. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've tried everything. What makes this any different? Or maybe, it's not that bad. I can manage. But can I challenge you for a second? Because if you're over 70, every hour of deep sleep is a gift you can't afford to lose. Lack of sleep is linked to memory loss, mood swings, high blood pressure, weight gain, weak immunity, and yes, higher fall risk at night, all because you keep getting up to pee. And here's the part no one wants to say out loud. For some people, one fall at 2 a.m. changes their life forever. A broken hip, a long hospital stay, and sometimes they never come home again. So if you're watching this and thinking, this isn't urgent, or I'll try something next month, let me be blunt with you. You don't have that kind of time to waste. And if you still won't subscribe to this channel, Elderly Spring, right now, then I want you to head to the comments and tell me why. Tell me why you're okay letting your health slide. Why you'd rather guess than learn. Why a spoonful that could change everything isn't worth knowing about. But if you do care, if you want to sleep deeper, feel stronger, and finally have peace at night, then hit that subscribe button right now, because this video could be the one that makes all the difference for you, or someone you love. Type, "I'm here" in the comments if you or someone in your life is tired of broken sleep, because you're not alone. And tonight might be the night everything changes. Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'm going to reveal exactly what this 1 spoon is, why it works, and how thousands of seniors are already sleeping better because of it. But first, let's talk about what's really going on with your body when you're waking up multiple times a night. You'll want to hear this. Let's start with Gerald. He's 74, lives alone, doesn't like to complain, but lately, he just hasn't been himself. You see, every night like clockwork, he wakes up 1:03 a.m., then again at 3:50, and then again around 5 a.m., just before the sun comes up. He doesn't drink much water at night. He doesn't have coffee after lunch. He even tries to go to bed early, but none of it seems to help. So he just tells himself, maybe this is how it's supposed to be at my age. But the truth, it's not. Because after a simple blood test and a quick chat with his doctor, he found out he was deficient in magnesium. That's right, magnesium. one of the most important minerals in your body, and most seniors don't get nearly enough of it. You see, magnesium helps your muscles relax. And not just the muscles in your arms or legs, it relaxes the tiny muscles in your bladder wall and the nerves that control those muscles. So when magnesium levels drop, your bladder gets twitchy. It starts sending those time to pee signals, even when you're fast asleep and even when you don't really need to go. That's why so many people over 70 wake up again and again, not because your bladder is full, but because your body is tense, your nerves are overactive, and your system is out of rhythm. Now here's the fix, and it's simple. Try a spoonful of magnesium-rich pumpkin seeds. Yes, the kind you can eat straight from a jar. Or try steeping banana peels, washed, of course, in hot water for a natural, soothing magnesium tea. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Let it work with your body, gently, naturally. And no, it's not a miracle overnight. But within 5 to 7 days, most people notice something surprising. They sleep deeper, they wake up fewer times, and for once they feel rested in the morning. But magnesium's just one part of the story, because even with calm muscles, your brain still needs a signal that says, it's time to sleep. And that's where our next spoonful comes in. Let's talk about Margaret. She's 78, used to be a nurse, sharp as a tack, heart of gold. But after retirement, and especially after her husband passed, sleep became a stranger. She'd lie in bed for hours, staring at the ceiling, thinking, worrying, waiting. Eventually, her doctor gave her sleeping pills, and for a while, they worked. But over time, she felt groggy in the mornings, foggy during the day. She even fell twice, once on the stairs. That's when her granddaughter stepped in and suggested something a little unexpected. Tart cherries, not the kind from the pie, but real, unsweetened tart cherry concentrate, rich in natural melatonin. Now, melatonin is a hormone your brain makes at night. It tells your body, it's time to shut down, time to heal, time to rest. But as you age, your body doesn't produce as much, which means you stay awake longer, even if you're exhausted. But just 1 spoon of tart cherry concentrate in a little warm water or mixed into plain yogurt 30 minutes before bed can gently encourage your natural sleep rhythm to return. No drugs, no drowsy side effects, just the sleep signal your body's been missing. Margaret gave up her pills, started using the cherry blend nightly, and within 2 weeks, she was asleep by 10 p.m. and didn't see 3 a.m. again for a long, long time. But while melatonin helps you fall asleep, what about staying asleep, especially if your bladder keeps ringing like an alarm? That brings us to our third spoon. Let me introduce you to Dolores. She's 80, still drives, still gardens. But her nights, that's a different story. She dreaded bedtime, not because she feared sleep, but because she knew sleep would be short-lived, up 6 times a night, not once or twice, 6. She was exhausted, and she'd started avoiding social events, church gatherings, even family dinners, because she just didn't have the energy, until she read about something small and powerful, flax seeds. Now, flax seeds don't look like much, tiny, brown, or golden, but inside, they're packed with omega-3 fatty acids and lignans. These nutrients help reduce inflammation in the urinary tract. They soothe the lining of the bladder, and they help your body regulate urine flow naturally. Most people never think about fiber when it comes to bladder health, but it's crucial. Just 1 spoon of ground flaxseed, yes, ground, stirred into warm oatmeal or a bedtime smoothie can make a big difference in nighttime urgency. Dolores gave it a try, and within 10 days, she was down to waking once. Then, sometimes, not at all. Her mornings felt brighter, and her mood completely transformed. Now here's something powerful most people forget. Your bladder and kidneys are partners. When one is stressed, the other suffers. So let's protect both. That brings us to Stanley. He's 71, used to be a postman. strong legs, strong will, and a routine that worked for him. But recently his doctor told him something that caught him off guard. His kidneys were overworking at night, filtering toxins when they should have been resting, and this was forcing him to urinate, even when he didn't need to. Here's what helped: a bedtime blend of raw honey and apple cider vinegar. Now I know what you're thinking. Vinegar? Yes. Apple cider vinegar helps balance your body's pH, and raw honey, just a teaspoon, helps stabilize your blood sugar through the night. That combination soothes digestion, relaxes your system, and gives your kidneys a much-needed break. Mix 1 teaspoon of raw honey, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar into a small cup of warm water. Drink it 30 minutes before bed. That's it. Stanley added it to his routine, and within a week, he was waking up just once, then going right back to sleep. Simple, gentle, effective. But now, we reach the final spoon, the one that helps not just your body, but your mind. This is Clara's story. She's 75, and she just lost her husband of 52 years. Sleep? She barely got any, and when she did, it wasn't rest, it was escape. Until a neighbor told her about something called ashwagandha, a root, used for centuries in India. Not a drug, not a gimmick, an adaptogen. Adaptogens are herbs that help your body adapt to stress. They calm the adrenal glands, lower cortisol, the stress hormone, and create space in your system for deep, restorative sleep. Just 1 spoonful of ashwagandha powder stirred into warm almond milk, or golden milk with turmeric and cinnamon, creates a powerful, healing bedtime drink. Clara started small, half a spoon, then 1. Within days, her body started relaxing sooner, her chest felt lighter, her mind stopped racing, and the sleep? For the first time in years, it felt peaceful. And that's the point. Because sometimes sleep problems aren't just physical, they're emotional, they're grief, they're loneliness, they're stress we don't talk about. And ashwagandha? It doesn't solve all of it, but it helps your body remember how to rest. Now you've heard 5 spoonfuls, 5 bedtime habits that can truly change the way you sleep after 70, but understanding them isn't enough. Coming up next, let's talk about why this matters so deeply, and what it means, not just for your sleep, but for your health, your balance, your independence, and your peace of mind. Stick with me, because this next part, it's the emotional truth most people avoid, but you deserve to hear it. Let's pause here and just take a breath, because I know this isn't just about a few spoons and a better night's sleep. This is personal. This is emotional. This is about you and the quiet battles you fight when the rest of the world is asleep. See, broken sleep doesn't just leave you tired, it leaves you disconnected from your body, from your energy, from the life you want to live, and over time, it chips away at things people take for granted. Your memory feels foggy, your mood gets shorter, your confidence starts to slip. You cancel lunch plans, skip church, tell your grandchildren, maybe next weekend, not because you don't want to go, but because you're just too tired to show up. And that exhaustion, it seeps into your bones and into the hearts of those who love you. Because for caregivers, this is painful too. Watching someone they care about slowly fade into fatigue, seeing them walk slower, laugh less, forget things more. It's not just sleep that's being lost, it's moments, it's joy, it's connection. But here's what I want you to hear, deep in your spirit. Aging doesn't mean surrender. It doesn't mean accepting poor sleep, endless fatigue, or living in survival mode. It means listening to your body, supporting it, gently, consistently, and wisely, with what nature has always provided, if we just know where to look. Because the truth is, you're not broken, you're not too old, you're not too late. You're human, and you deserve rest, not the kind of sleep that's interrupted 5 times a night, but the kind that heals, that restores, that gives you back the clarity and calm that aging quietly takes away. So if you or someone you love is waking up night after night, don't just chalk it up to age. Don't say, "That's just how it is now," because it doesn't have to be. Try 1 spoon tonight, just 1, whether it's flaxseed or magnesium or tart cherry. Give your body what it's quietly been asking for, and then observe. See how your sleep feels. See how your mind wakes up in the morning. See if your balance is steadier, if your mood feels lighter. If your day begins without that weight of exhaustion you've grown used to carrying, you won't fix everything overnight. But you're not supposed to. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. And progress starts with small, loving choices. You're not alone. You're not forgotten. You're not invisible. And here on Elderly Spring, we see you. We hear your story, and we're here, every step of the way. Because small steps lead to big relief, and even if the world seems to be moving too fast, your health, your peace, and your comfort still matter. Let's move forward, together, and let's reclaim your nights, so you can fully live your days. Let's take a moment now to gently revisit everything we've learned today, not just the facts, but the little powerful actions you can take, starting tonight. First, we talked about magnesium, how 1 spoonful of magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds or banana peel tea can relax your bladder muscles and calm your nerves before bed. Then came the second spoon, tart cherry concentrate, that quiet hero hiding in your pantry, a natural source of melatonin, helping your body recognize bedtime again, without the side effects of pills. Our third spoon, flaxseed, small but mighty. It soothes inflammation in your urinary tract, calms your bladder, and helps you stay asleep longer. Fourth, we turn to something familiar, but often forgotten. A blend of raw honey and apple cider vinegar, simple, natural, supporting your kidneys, balancing your body, and helping reduce those urgent bathroom calls at night. And finally, ashwagandha, the grounding root that brings peace to your system, reduces stress, lowers cortisol, and lets your body rest deeply and fully. 5 spoons, 5 bedtime helpers, each one a small act of care, each one a message to your body. You're safe now. You can rest. Now I want to ask you, gently but seriously, which of these spoonfuls speaks to you? Which one will you try first? Or maybe, have you already been using one and seen a difference? Tell us in the comments. Because we don't just talk at you here, we talk with you. This is a community of shared stories, shared wisdom, and shared healing, and your voice matters. Even if you've never commented before, this is your invitation. Drop a message, say I'm here, or tell us, I've tried flaxseed, here's what happened. You never know. Your words might help someone else take their first step tonight. And now, a quiet reminder. If this video helped you, even just a little, if it opened your eyes, made you think, gave you one new thing to try for your sleep, your peace, your future, then please subscribe to Elderly Spring, not because it helps the channel, but because it helps you. Because every week we bring you real tips, gentle wisdom, and thoughtful care, without fear, without pressure. This isn't a place of hype. This is a place of hope. And if you're still not sure whether to subscribe, go to the comments and tell us why. Tell us what's holding you back. Let others reply. Let us reply. We're listening. But if your heart says yes, click that button now. Because your health journey deserves more than silence. It deserves community. And finally, whether you're watching this at night, in the quiet after dinner, or early in the morning as the sun rises through your window, I want to thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for being curious. Thank you for believing, even just a little, that change is still possible. Sleep well tonight. Stay curious tomorrow, and I'll see you, calm, rested, and stronger than ever in the next video. You are not alone, and your best days, they're still ahead.